Hello, everyone. Today we are going to do John Dahkeya's notes, the first 15. So let's get on our way here. If I can get her out. With Patina being bigger, it's getting harder and harder to get out. I won't lie. Let's see if I can get her out. Nope. Dang it. All right, let's see if we can get out this. Nope. All right. I'm not playing this game. Not gonna do it. And we'll go this way. There we go. All right. So this will be the last character that we do. I think there's some question mark. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 question mark ones, and then the rest of them are dinosaur dossiers, which we will get. I'll do all of those in one because there's not very many of them. And some of them are in caves. So we are going this direction, off towards the blue obelisk. We'll have to keep an eye out for either alpha dragons again. See what we can find while we're out here. Been spending a lot of time inside the base doing breeding. Trying to get some thylas that I can take into a cave. I believe, if I remember correctly, there is only 3 caves on this map. And I think we've been inside all 3. We just haven't ran all 3. This is actually a cool spot right here. Okay, it's only a level 25. No, that just looks like a really cool spot. flat. It's on the mountain, so you have easy access to metal, probably crystal. So there's the beginning of the Dragon Trench. We are right here. All right. Here we go. Old habits die hard. I suppose I'm living proof. I woke up stark naked, who knows where, with who knows what lodged in my arm. But just weeks later, and I'm already back to robbing folks at gunpoint. This place may not be Texas or Arizona, but I'm the same John Dahkeya. I don't know why that makes me restless. I didn't mind this life before, but then I didn't exactly choose it. I just stumbled into it, or at least that is what I told myself. So much for that. Maybe this is just who I am. So that is John Dahkeya's first note. And we are at latitude 17.2, longitude 11.6. Note number 2, we're heading back towards the blue orb. If I had to guess, this one is in the building somewhere. Yep, there it is. Really? Let me clear out what's around here. That should do it. Is that another one? Good grief. All right. Sometimes the pennies a man won't part with willingly are worth less than the words he'll share with any stranger. Some of my new partners don't see that. Blondie's particularly blind to it. He's always looking for an excuse to pull the trigger, and he's stubborn as hell. He even still gets mad we call him Blondie, as if any of us can pronounce that name of his. But if Blondie were calling the shots, that hunter wouldn't have told us about the group gathering to the southeast, and they'll have a lot more for the taking than animal hides. That is note number 2. We're going to go to 3, and we are at latitude 14.2, longitude 27.4. And I hear a dragon, but I don't see a dragon. Interesting. I know I heard one. There's one. Oh, that's just a juvenile. All right, heading to note number 3. So there's the red obelisk off to our left. We are going to go right over the Dragon Trench. All right, I'm gonna light everything on fire. Alright, I think we should be good to go. And with all this stomping around, if there was a death worm around, it would have showed up. So you can see it right on the outside of the building here. Here we go. I can't believe how easy that was. There weren't many guards here to begin with, and the few they've got are more likely to shoot you a smile than a bullet. We just walked right in. The settlement is even bigger than we expected. It's impressive. Protection aside, everyone working together to build their own little paradise. Not that it'll last. If you ask me, they'll credit their leader, a woman called Raya. The others have spread out to find where the supplies are stored. But I'm feeling curious. Maybe I'll go find this mystery woman. Might be interesting. And that is note number 3. And we are at latitude 66.9, longitude 13.9. Off to number 4. Back across the dragon trench. I hear a dragon. Oh, there it is. It's just a little guy. And of course I have heat stroke now. So there's the red obelisk. We are heading towards the river. Oh, wait a minute, I went too far. Here we go. And these little ruins. I don't know what brought me to this desert. My old man would say it was the spirits of our ancestors. Other folks might say God. Whatever it was, after talking to that woman, I realize now that I've been wasting what it's given me. I have no history here. There are no posters showing off my sneering face. No posses hunting me. I can make a choice. The folks here don't deserve to be robbed. They deserve is protection, and I'm the man to protect them. Hell, maybe they'll even call me sheriff. And now we need to get rid of these guys. All right, give me a second. There. I got dogs begging to go out. There's a little baby. We won't murder it. I'll leave it alone. We are at latitude 71.4, longitude 48. So from this spot, we are heading towards the blue obelisk. It looks like it's going to be in this mountain range right here, or just past it, one or the other. There it is. All right, don't see it. Ah. I knew those were coming. All right, I think we're good now. There it is. Blondie didn't approve of my decision. I've never been very good at persuasion, so I let my pistol make my case. The others saw it my way after that. Convincing Raya was a lot less trouble. She knew the settlement's guards weren't exactly the cream of the crop, and that if I'd wanted trouble, I'd have already made it. When Raya talks, people listen. I can tell that much from watching her. But in a lawless place like this, words aren't enough. It didn't take long for us to come to terms. Well, I suppose I'd better inspect the troops. Maybe a few of them can shoot. And that is note number 5. We are at latitude 53.5, longitude 43.6. Since we're this close to the river, 6, there. I'm gonna go hang out by the river and get rid of my heat stroke. And I will see you guys as soon as it's gone. Okay, that actually didn't take long. So from the river, we are heading up into that mountain range. Listen, see if I can't hear a dragon. I can normally hear them before I see them. Looks like this one's actually going to be in the dune sands, probably just at the base of this mountain cluster. Yep. Not actually in the dune sea, but close to it. Oh, seriously? Can we kill the rock elemental? I don't know. We can try. I don't even think my fire does anything to him. Alright, if I land down here, maybe he'll just go back into a rock. Yes, okay. Here we go. Let's see. I don't see it over here. I think it's over here. Yep, there it is. I'll get rid of the hyenas. And you can see the note right there. Here we go. Now I know how the old man felt while he was teaching me how to hunt. We stopped seeing eye to eye even before I left the tribe, but I'll always thank him for the time he spent telling me the same damn thing over and over again. Must have drove him wild inside, but he never showed it. Hasn't been easy to imitate that patience. Half of this sorry bunch is green as grass, and the other half that isn't would rather hold a spear than a gun. At least they're improving, even if it's at the speed of molasses. Her Highness stops by occasionally, but thankfully it's just for a gander. This be even harder with distraction. And that's number 6. Seven's going to be up by the blue water. And we are at latitude 79.1, longitude 50.1. Oh, here we go. And we'll be back close to water, thankfully, because I have heat stroke again. Wow. This map is so inhospitable, it's not even funny. But it is one of my favorite maps. I need to come up here and get some obsidian. we know, Fuzzball. All right. So here is... I can get myself unstuck here. There's the two waterfalls. There's obviously a cool little land here. This is actually really nice. It's only 65% wind though. But it is nice and cool. You might be able, I don't know if you could put what the wind's like up there. But you can see right inside. It's 3 separate rooms. That's really cool. All right, here we go. My patchwork posse had their first real test today. Some of our gatherers ran into those big lizards a few miles west of the village, and one of them managed to come call for help. Luckily, the others had tucked themselves away in an outcropping, and we got everyone back safe and sound. Well, except for the Frenchman. He forgot that when you shoot at those big bastards, they'll shoot right back. Took them hours to get those barbs out of his arm. When we got back, I think I heard the words "thank you" more than any other day in my life. I didn't really know what to say in return. And that is note number 7. And we will go to note number 8. And we are at latitude 30.5, longitude 53.8. And I think we are going to stay right here until the heat wave is gone. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right. The heat wave is gone. Now, not far from here, it's number 8. All right, so in the trees, apparently, there's some ruins. The town folks may be grateful for my protection, but that doesn't mean they like me. I don't mind. If they're looking for social graces, they ought to find Her Highness. Raya hates that nickname. She thinks I'm calling her stuck up, and I suppose I am. Just a little. Can't imagine the woman's hands ever saw a callus before she got here. That's not the whole of it, though. take the business with that tower. She's got folks from all sorts of places praying to the damn thing, and she never really asked them to. They just want to follow her lead. It's like she's wearing an invisible crown. Can't decide whether that's comforting or concerning. And that is note number 8. And we are at latitude 21.9, longitude 44. There's a sea. There's 2 horses. Oh, okay. And we are off. Earlier, I didn't have my sock on my mic, so I wonder how much it was actually picking up. My little wind sock. Oh. And got a phone call. Oh, love calls from the school. All right. We are back. What's in there? Yeah. All right, so there's the green obelisk. All right, so if you come out the green obelisk section, you're going to come across 3. There's 1, 2, 3, and then the last one is where the note is going to be. My band of misfit lawmen may finally be coming together. It's been a whole week since someone shot themselves in the leg or pissed their britches over a raptor. Maybe I'll finally be able to get some decent shut-eye. Probably too much to hope for. Every day, Nasty grows a little bigger, and I have a few more problems to solve. Those giant bugs from the other day, for example. Found 2 of them playing around with a pickaxe and a few miles north of the river. I've never heard of any animals using tools, not outside of the legends the elders used to tell us about Big Owl and Coyote. Doesn't seem natural. And that is note number 9. And we are at latitude 42.2, longitude 90.4. Woo! I heard him. turn around. It scared me. All right. Off to note number 10. And I have heat stroke. Yay! Can I fly through this little hole? I think I can. Yay, I did it. Okay. This is cute. Can you get in the tower? No. Well, what's the use of a tower if you can't get into it? Something damaged the water pipes outside of town yesterday, and when a crew went to repair it, they were attacked by a whole mess of mantises. My boys and I drove them off, but we were too late to save the engineers. I know it sounds crazy, but I think those mantises cut through that pipe on purpose to draw us out. If I'm right, then I'm more concerned about them than anything. In the stories about Big Owl and Coyote, Big Owl was the huge, scary one. But Coyote was more dangerous because he was clever. He'd trick man and monster alike, and everyone feared him. I never believed those stories, but I sure remember the lesson. And that's number 10. And we will go to number 11. We are at latitude 61.4, longitude 78.1. And I might need to go sit down. I'm going to go sit down by the water because things are getting blurry and hard to see. So we'll cool off by the water, get rid of this heat stroke. And I will bring you guys back when I'm done. All right, heat stroke is gone. So, off we go. Out to the Dune Sea. Nice little oasis in the sand. I was worried that Raya would fight some of the new precautions my boys have been taking, but I guess I've earned a looser leash. I suppose I ought to lay off the highness talk then. Seems only fair. The other day, we even shot the breeze a little. First time we've talked about something besides what needs doing. Seems we're born a little We're both a little worn out. Unlike me, she's used to being respectable and responsible. Being in charge means everyone wants your time and attention. This place hasn't been easy on either of us or anyone else, but I'm still kicking so far. Come what may, I don't plan on stopping. And that is note number 11. And we are at latitude 24.6, longitude 78.5. And 12 is further out. So we'll have to be careful of death worms. Something like this was bound to happen one day. The bigger the town gets, the more value Raya has to it. And what happens to valuable things? People try to steal them. It wasn't a bad idea, holding her for ransom like that. Too bad for those raiders that this is my town. I picked most of them off with a rifle as they tried to force her onto a pack animal, and my men finished the few others as they fled. One tried surrendering, but I had to send a message. If you pull a stunt like that in my goddamn town, you won't get any mercy. Not a single shred of it. And that is note number 12. And we are at latitude 17, longitude 88.6. And we are off to 13. And I might have to stop at the water again to cool off and get rid of heat stroke. Yeah, I'm dying. We are definitely going to have to go to a river. I think the blue obelisk is probably the closest water. So we're going to head there. We need a place to cool off. There we go. there any fish? Oh, there's a fish. All right, we got rid of the heat stroke. There went a young dragon. There's the blue obelisk. And I have heat stroke again, that fast. Wow. What are you doing? That woman's got some nerve. I save her hide, and the next day, Raya's scolding me for putting down a defenseless kidnapper. Hardly even thanked me first. What did she expect me to do? Give him free room and board for the rest of his days? Let him go so we can tell every bandit in the desert how soft we are? I told her that if she didn't like the way I protected her, then she can protect herself. Should have kept my damn mouth shut. Now I'm stuck teaching her how to shoot 3 times a week. Gonna be at it forever, too. She couldn't hit a bison's ass from 5 paces. And that is note 13. We're gonna go to 14. We are at latitude 33.4, longitude 10. Fourteen is right over here. Hopefully we can get this done before I get to dead. I do believe that my pupil is the first dead-eye Egyptian priestess the world's ever seen. It took a few months, but Raya's just too stubborn to quit. I shouldn't have been so hard on her. Trying to keep your faith and traditions in a dog-eat-dog world isn't easy. Hell, I couldn't even do it myself. And that was before giant lizards were looking to take a bite out of my backside. During one lesson, she told me this story about how her goddess had a nice side and a nasty one. I think she meant something else, but the way I see it, we're the goddess. She's nice, I'm nasty, and we keep each other in check. That is 13. We are off to 15. We are at latitude 27.5, longitude 11.8. And I am going to the blue obelisk to cool off and heal myself. Let myself heal, I should say, before we head to 15. Do, 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 do. Oh, please don't die. All right. So I'm going to sit here and heal up, and I will bring you guys back when I am all done. All right, so there's the blue obelisk. Heat stroke is now gone. So we are going to go to the last note. Now I'm all healed up too. Took forever. All right. Like just a little wall. All right, here we go. Even after all this time in Nasty, I have trouble seeing in this, sleeping in the same bed every night. Sometimes I just toss and turn until I give up and go sleep beneath the stars. Hell, I'm not sure we ever slept in the same spot twice back in the Russo gang. Thought I'd live that way forever, wild and free like Doc Russo. Probably die guns blazing like him too. Sounded better to me than withering away with the rest of my tribe as the world passed us by. I don't think Doc would recognize me now. I'm not the Apache nephew he taught to read and shoot. Matter of fact, if he were here, I'd probably have to shoot him. And that is number 15. Let me light that all on fire. We are at latitude 39.5, longitude 40.9. And that's going to do it for this video. Next video, we will pick up on notes 16 through 30. Until then, I will see you all next time. Bye.